Hey, Colabcoaching yet again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. Brand new series. And this series is all about help. I don't want to take it too serious right away, but it is serious right away. Without any further ado, the question slash start I have for you this week is: do you need help? Do you need help? Now, when we talk about help can mean a lot of things like financial help, physical help, spiritual help, emotional help, all these different aspects of help. But I just want to get to the simplest part of it. Do you need help? Now, when it comes to help, it's difficult to some people, especially myself, because I feel like I could do everything myself. I can take care of everything, or I'll figure it out by myself. But when things get so unbearable, when things get difficult, when things come to when situations come to the point where you ran out of options that you can mentally think of or physically think of, that's when you need to reach out to people. Now, the problem I had was basically saying to myself that, oh, I don't think people care enough, so I don't really need to ask them for help. This is my problem. This is my issue. This is my situation. And in the sense, that's true if you're asking the wrong people. Now, when you're asking the right people, they are willing and able to help you. They are passionate about helping you. This could be significant others, this could be family members, this could be friends, this could be whoever, co-workers. But I always attribute it, and what I had to learn, I had to attribute this saying that closed mouths don't get fed. And that applies to helping as well. Now, of course, when you ask the wrong people, or you start this journey of asking for help and you get the wrong results, or you get the wrong reaction, it hurts. It definitely hurts. Like, for example, I asked maybe back in the day when I asked to get a ride for someone, and I really needed a ride to go to work, and my car wasn't working and this and that nature. They didn't have to even act. They didn't have to even drive me. Maybe they were tired, but maybe I could borrow their car, fill up the gas, check the oil, whatever it needs to be. And they said no. That kind of scarred me, that I will never ask anyone to drive their car again. And that took me a while to get over, of course. But you might be having a similar situation, like you asked for help by someone that maybe you trusted or you were close to, and they said no. They have every right to say no, but you felt a type of way about it. You felt like, dang, if they were in that situation, I would gladly help them. But I'm in this situation, in this predicament, and I really need the help, and they're not willing to help. It hurts. It hurts, and if it makes you lose the ability, or start to lose the ability of putting trust in people or asking people for things. And I'm here to say that you have to discern that for yourself. I'm not here to say that you need to go ask every single person you get in contact with for a situation that you feel that is personal for you. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that when you know that you have someone in your life that you can trust, that you feel like is willing to help, ask them for help. Because if they ask you for help, they trusted you enough to help them. So why can't you reciprocate the same feelings? And it's difficult, as I said, it's difficult to be vulnerable to that point. It's difficult to be vulnerable to that point because, think about it this way. Like, you are giving someone a choice to either help you or to not help you. But you're giving that choice. You're literally giving a part and access to you because this situation is dear to you. And you're giving that person the ability to help you in this situation, to progress you in life, or to progress your mental space, or to ease off stress from your life, or to open doors to new situations. And if they say no, it's crushing. It's crushing. And, what do you do in those situations? Do you consider giving up on seeking help for that situation? Or are you going to keep being persistent till you find that person that's willing to help you? Most of the time it's the first situation, because when we get rejected and when we get the no, it's crushing at first, especially for me. Like I'm an emotional person, as you may know. If you don't know, this is probably if this is your first video that you've watched of me. But I'm a very emotional person, and if I get rejected, it stings a little bit. Not to say that I'll give up on a situation immediately because of the growth that I've had throughout these years, but it's stinging in the sense that, dang, maybe I shouldn't have asked this person. I thought this person was going to help me. I thought this person saw the need, but maybe they didn't. And that's another thing, talking about how you ask someone. How you ask someone is very important, because you can't go into the situation, rough. You can't go into the situation demanding things. You can't go into the situation expecting the result that you're looking for. You have to be humble. You have to be humble in these situations, because that person doesn't really need to help you. They can, and if they have the power to, for sure, but they don't have to. And that's the thing you have to remember, that when you go to ask somebody for something, they don't have to say yes. You have to be okay with that. And doesn't mean that you like it, but you have to be okay with that. But if you don't ask anybody for help, you start to have these emotions that are negative. You may want to quit on that situation, and you may start to identify or start to create this idea that maybe I am a quitter. Maybe I have to accept that. Maybe it's too much for me to bear, and I'd rather not ask for help. I'd rather just let that situation die and move on to something else. I'm here to say that, what if that situation was that change that you needed? What if that situation was something that you needed to propel your life in the direction that you really needed to go to, but you decided to let it go, and you became stagnant, and you decided to become stagnant, and you continue to become stagnant? Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself because you're afraid to help. You're afraid to ask for help. Don't give up on your ideas, your dreams, your aspirations, because you have a power of fear within you that is so strong and it's starting to control you. Don't be that person that said, well, if only I asked that person for help, and for all you know, that person was willing and able to do it, but you never asked. And you come maybe 2-3 years in the future, and you talk about the situation, and that person is like, oh, I could have helped you then. I could have made it happen if only you asked. Back to the analogy, back to the situation that I said, closed mouths don't get fed. It's the situation that if you don't ask for that help, you may not get that help. As simple as that. So you're thinking about this, and this is for the people that's been struggling. This is for the people that's been going through situations. This is for the people that you're close to giving up. Ask yourself, do you need help? Do you need help? If you need help, ask for help. I know that you might have a lot of fear of asking for help because you may get the response that you don't like. Maybe you are a type of person that is very prideful, and you don't want to upset anyone, or bring yourself to a humble state. But I'm here to say that if the need is so great and you have ran out of options by yourself, ask for help. Even if you get rejected the first time, it is okay to keep going, because it's better for you to get the result of what you're looking for than to give up and consider yourself a quitter because you never gave yourself a chance to get the help. Simple as that. So if you're struggling with this, and you really need help, please go ahead and go to my website, Colabcoach.com. Fill out that free 15-minute fill out that free checklist to see exactly how you can pinpoint the things you need help with, and we could talk about that in a free 15-minute coaching session. Sign up for that as well on my website. Also, I'm on Instagram, Colabcoaching, Facebook, Colabcoaching. My last series that we talked about, family, is on YouTube, COLAB Coaching, and this video will be on YouTube as well. Also, please don't hesitate to seek help. If you feel like I'm not a good person that can help you, continue to find someone that will. Don't give up. Therapists, coaches, mindful teachers, pastors, elderly, whoever you can get help with, because it's better for you to get help if you need it, rather than just giving up on a situation that you need help with. So Also, on one half of a wonderful podcast with Heart and Soul podcast. Look us up on any major podcast station. Also, we have a YouTube with Heart and Soul podcast as well. And also Instagram, you'll see a lot of these faces on there. We're taking a break, but we still have 2 seasons up for you to listen and watch as well. And with that being said, thank you so much for listening and watching this video. Share this with anyone that's struggling to ask for help if they need help. I know it's difficult, but it is always an option. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.